recording started.
In the last episode of
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
the gang plays games.
The
I don't
gang
know.
plays games.
We finally managed to get out of the...
Oh shit, am I actually recording the channel this time?
But yeah, Siri, I'm up to 5 clears now, so I just need 5 more and I have the 10.
Ain't no
Amazing.
way.
Okay. What happened last time? We're starting really late too.
We started court finally.
We did. We were. I think we were now at the part where we're like judging whether or not Lemire War is like a good witness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she lied a bunch. And then finally when she told the truth, we're like, oh, she's not reliable, we can't use her.
At least that's what I'm saying. It's all like, hey man, I'm doing my best over here as prosecution.
Definitely a smelly smell that smells.
It's a locked room mystery
we gotta get to the
type
bottom
of thing, because we have 2 people right outside the room when the gunshots went off, so like, who could have done it? Only one person.
I mean, that one dude that kept bumping into freaking Apollo too, so...
Oh yeah, the weird magician guy that was just appearing and then disappearing, no clipping out of reality.
Yeah, so that was a little strange. She has something to do with something though too.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's get it started.
And Emma Sky with her snackoos.
Munch, 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 munch. Oh man, where the hell were we at? Oh, okay. This we're back in it already.
Well,
Horace.
This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin,
Report,
you may continue making your case.
Danke. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective again.
Wait, let me hear Lemire's testimony one last time.
Horace, are you there?
But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time need arises, this witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance.
Alright, that was the case. See y'all next week.
alright.
Back to the real trial. Ready, hair forehead?
Gah, I hope I didn't just miss my only chance.
Fraulein Detective, how far have we gotten up until we were so rudely interrupted?
Don't ask me.
I dislike saying the same thing twice. I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Toulouse's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Yes, there was only one door in the room. And a witness you saw standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you'd have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself.
She does state a state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye.
What's that?
Niggle bitties. The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
She's right. Why did Mr. Latusse's body disappear from the room? And end up on top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less.
A perceptive observation, Herr Judge.
Thanks. It was kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough, you get a nose for things.
What a weirdo. The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? Witness testimony. The missing body.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lemiroir's song. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Mirror song?
Yes. The guitar serenade. You noticed its code, too, did you not?
It's code?
All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the keys my heart held onto so tightly were stolen.
Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame on the stage. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet.
The rest hardly needs explanation. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky.
That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. Fairy tales scare me.
I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me, the grand finale, as it were.
Hey, you know, I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping the rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing?
It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge.
Very well. We've heard one song and dance. Let's get to the next cross-examination.
Let's get her. I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing much singing.
Of course not, Apollo. You
Cross-examination.
All right, now
The missing
sing.
body.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics.
Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics?
I didn't believe it myself, but it can't just be a coincidence.
It is as Fraulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse. If you would, Fraulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, ja? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as vocalist is not trivial.
Fine. Adam. Let's look at the first parts of the lyrics, shall we? When you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight.
Indeed, my favorite heart-shaped key ring was stolen that morning.
Now we go to the right page of the lyrics sheet, where we find, burning in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away. As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. Like a bullet of love fire, take my life away, all away. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet.
Bravo, Fräulein Detective. Your singing, it's not bad. Now, for the finale.
It's like she sang it originally.
It's for Emma's part.
Sorry.
That's clever.
I'm sorry. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latousse was found with a guitar high in the sky over the stage. No series of coincidences could be so well conceived.
He's right, scientifically speaking.
Walkie have said that concert was whack.
Console was
Yo.
yo.
I can't.
It's hard to argue when she pours her heart into it like that.
Anyway, the shooter. He moved the body to match La Miroir's song.
Does the prosecution have any idea why did he do all this?
You want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all the trouble. Some deep reason.
A deep reason?
Not only did he steal my keys, he torched my guitar! Unforgivable acts even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none!
A deepest compliments aside, I can't imagine someone doing this on just a whim.
Fräulein Detective, I take offense at that description!
Oh, you shut the fuck up.
Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say.
Yes, the crime was planned for sure.
Wait,
no one
there's
in
a
this
crime?
country had a motive to kill the victim.
But Mr. Latouche spoke English. He may have come to this country before.
I looked into that, I assure you.
Oh?
It was his first time in the country, it seems. Apparently, he learned English on his own.
Bastard.
Great.
You see? No one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion.
It does seem difficult to imagine.
Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt.
What did you say?
You fucking heard me.
Oh.
Prosecutor Gavin, you did this to promote your song?
Spill the tea.
Of course not, and I'm quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music.
What we do?
Even in my textbook at school.
And I'd never heard of them. What does that say about me?
I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy.
Ow.
God.
There goes one.
And Machi practically left his signature at the scene.
What signature?
Don't know.
What do you mean by this signature?
The bullet holes in the wall, of course.
The bullet holes?
The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall.
That means what exactly?
That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible, to miss at that range.
Difficult to miss, you say?
Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim.
No, you can't be serious.
Machi, he can't see. That's why he missed?
It's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly.
That reminds me. The monitor in that room was blaring at the time, Ja. Hardly ideal conditions for tracking by sound.
A blind shooter? No wonder he missed!
I knew those bullet holes could come back to haunt me. Think justice. What do I do now? Like, raise an objection? What do we have? Can we see evidence?
Yeah, what do we
We're
have
fucked.
exactly?
Attorney's badge!
Oh, of course, the attorney's badge.
Paula, what are you doing?
And Emma couldn't sing my song properly. Fucking idiot.
What?
Lemire War just being toxic in the back.
Lemire is spicy tonight. I love it.
Honestly.
That's what happens when you get a good day in 12.
Right?
I want
shut
my
up,
blue
Emily
bars,
Wall.
goddammit!
Hey, look at this dead guy.
Okay.
Like, he didn't...
Mr. Latouche! No, not Mr. Latouche!
No. What is he trying to write? Also, so there's...
Diamond?
So-
No.
I don't think we said... I don't know. What objection could we possibly raise here?
But sit back and watch just feels so...
Wrong.
But also...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just...
How can he fire the gun that supposedly takes a lot of strength to fire when he's a small child?
Yeah, like... Oh, wait. Like, what does the gun say?
A deadly high caliber revolver.
What about Emma's kit with the
Well, one,
fingerprint
he's a
pistol you said?
one, he's a child, and two, I broke my nose on a revolver when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
On top.
I didn't know how much of a kickback it has, but like nowadays, I can wield a 50 cal in one hand.
But it's like...
But like...
thinking about, like, as a kid being that young and being blind, would you even know what the gun looks like?
Exactly.
Would you even know what the fuck a trigger is?
I mean, he still has the sense of touch, though.
This kid's obviously a scapegoat. But to whom?
Yeah, it's somebody did something.
Where
and they
does
wanna
it say?
use
Does
him
it
as a-
say anything about how heavy it is in our evidence? Because they keep mentioning it, but is there somewhere where it says
No.
that, like where it's
I'm
hard
just
to
gonna
wield?
I'm just gonna eat my
Yeah,
snackoos. Y'all
They
just-
all they did was they just talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, I
Well-
don't like that.
Apollo, we'll be damned if we let some
Maybe
blind
the
kid
gun?
just get thrown away.
Fuck him, he's not gonna see it coming anyway.
I mean, we've
Blind.
got enough
Oh,
like
Machi.
leeway.
You must
Mhm.
help Machi, please.
Let's just raise an objection and see what happens, honestly.
Ask him why you can't see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But let's let's make this a democracy. What we thinking, gang? Do we raise an objection or we sit back and watch?
Sit back
Objection.
and watch.
I don't care.
Mm, Courtroom is divided.
Eris.
Oh,
sit
no,
back
it's
and
an
watch.
even
I would
split.
take Eris as like she set off to the side.
Aries tiebreaker.
I don't know.
I think
I
both.
don't know.
I think Xander.
Tiebreaker.
It's all on your shoulders.
Eris, what you want to do is you want to buy me a pizza.
I'll buy you pizza.
Oh my
Wait a
God.
second. Hold on. Wait, I thought it.
I-
Wait, what kind of pizza?
I heard two
I would buy you
objections.
pizza
One
also.
sit back and watch, and then one to abstain. So, Kurt,
We don't really have anything, to be honest, though. I mean, what else do we not have?
Is that the
Right,
gun?
but we don't. I mean, I'm just going back, like based off what happened before. We normally pull something out of our ass when we raise an objection. Like,
I mean,
Look at this. Look at the bullshit that I fucking totally didn't steal from the crime scene.
exactly. Wait,
Um,
this evidence I just forged proves that.
I mean, isn't there fingerprints on the gun though? That's a
There
good
could be.
point. Yeah,
look
maybe
for-
You're a third-rate lawyer with a fourth-rate case.
Oh my god.
middle of the weapon.
Mil-
Trailer.
Oh, we've
Yeah.
talked about this. Okay.
Please help Machi. Please.
Revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonder Bar,
Oh, God.
especially if you say it really fast. I guess.
Oh shit.
One liver.
Oh my
That's okay.
god.
We're just we went through this before. I'm just
Mhm.
I think so, but there was no fingerprints on it.
Look at
But
the barrel.
okay. But there's no
Stared
fingerprint
at it.
like thing or anything like
No.
that, like in case two. What about?
No one's
hmm.
ever gained anything from just sitting back and observe. We're not gonna be a bystander, okay?
I think. But what are we gonna present? Something? What can we
Is it-
present?
Look at present these fucking hands.
I
Why are we so divided?
don't
That's a
know.
big question.
I will change my
No.
I will change my vote to abstain.
wait. What? The vote to abstain
What?
is already sit back and watch.
I mean, we don't really have anything, but what else can we objection that? To be honest, I don't
Let's just
know.
flip a coin.
Just a gun.
Yeah, please flip a coin. I don't know.
I mean, we have enough. I think like let's try it because we have enough of
Yeah, penalties. Let's just raise an objection.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
was
great
kind of
point.
my thought.
Okay.
What else did we find
That's
in
fine.
that room? Like, what else?
We found the brooch,
The brooch.
gun.
He's
definitely writing
his
a.
hand.
He's definitely writing a message. That's
He's
right.
writing something.
Keys were in his hand.
He's writing the recipe to Colonel's 12 spices.
No
We've
wonder
already,
he died.
We've already done the song lyrics. That's already been kind of thing.
Get some ketamine.
Actually,
I'm gonna be
Let's
honest.
let's just raise the objection. I think we got enough bullshit here to keep us going.
okay. Alright.
Like we're wrong, but I don't know what else to do. So
I don't know, like, cause
The music's really tense.
I know.
It is really tense.
All right,
We're
all right.
go-getters, gang. Aren't we go-getters? Aren't we
No, we are-
go-getters?
No, we're quitters.
Okay, then let's just quit then.
All right.
I mean,
Save the game.
no, not like that.
Just raise the objection. I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
But Machi,
Or
we
what do you
have
think,
to save
Eris?
Machi, please. Save Machi.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
He didn't do anything.
there were bullet holes left in the wall. But that doesn't prove that the shooter couldn't see.
Oh. How so?
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim.
It's certainly possible.
And it might have been the revolver's fault.
The revolver.
The revolver was a very large caliber, correct?
If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Break their nose.
Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tabaya, as you can see, is tiny.
Yeah, he is.
Hmm.
Harry Potter
It's not
fan
so
like a
hard to
motherfucker.
picture him. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim.
A convincing argument, to be sure.
Ha! Take that, smug prosecution.
Apollo?
Huh? What?
That bit about Machi being tiny. And the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of, blowing it? Admitting that he did it?
Oh.
It does not matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Even the defense seems to agree on that point.
Ugh. Cripes. I really put my foot in it this time.
But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fräulein Detective.
Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony.
Right. From the state of the crime, I conclude the shooter was blind.
You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof per se.
Huh?
You've merely raised a possibility. Fräulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there is more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent.
But wait, if he was blind, how would we have known about the air vent in the first place?
Ah, very good point. Well, Fräulein Detective, if you would care to explain.
He certainly seems sure of himself.
Follow the crime scene if you would. There was a ladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. I can't fucking tell.
Custodial.
You had a,
Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
It's hard to do in her accent.
I know.
I don't believe it.
Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Machi Tabaye. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder.
But that... Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
You could have figured it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there.
Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder.
Speak.
Well, by a forehead. Out of ammunition, perhaps?
I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive.
It's hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Maybe he
it's kind of
got-
hot.
Maybe he caught the scent of blood. I mean, I won't argue.
Apollo, don't you have to say something? Anything? You know what we need. We need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place. I hope he puts me in my place.
This children.
Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of their central points. Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though? Can we go back to evidence, please?
Yes, of course we can. Anything?
Wait, can we look at the postcard? Okay, that's entirely unhelpful.
Yep.
The
Oh.
little
Oh,
ticket
really?
thingy from
That
the
was-
beginning.
That was a
Little
pic
ticket
postcard
thingy?
from
Oh,
That's
that's
the
lyrics.
lyrics. What's that white paper again?
The investigation request
Okay.
to like
A
hush.
request.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
But they're saying it as if like we can prove it.
Mm-hmm. We can.
With what? Oh my god. I'm
Oh
so confused.
no,
Oris, what do you
we're
think?
just bad lawyers.
You should have hired a better lawyer.
Oris, Eris, what do you think? Because we've taken a look through.
I'm gonna let Eris make the decision first because it's
All right,
funny.
Oris has got a loss. That's fair.
I don't know exactly. Because what could be in that room? I don't know. I can't remember because we took a week off.
says I made it the fuck up.
We gotta ask. We have to ask Mr. Eldoon for advice or walkie-talkie.
We did.
I don't know, kiddo.
Well,
Here's a bowl of noodles.
real talk, guys. Look around at a couple things here.
Bowl of noodles.
Mhm.
We're making a decision. Think about it. What evidence do we have?
So
He
maybe
heard the
I'm
song,
thinking.
so it's not like he could have.
All right, so
The
this
gun?
lyric sheet it's just meh. The gun. How would the gun prove that they could see? Because after all, the bullet holes are what they're trying to tie to it now. So
Right,
the
Hold on, what
gun
did
was
you
in the
see?
room.
Wait. Let's look at the room. Let's look at the room real quick. Maybe we can see.
Wasn't there like a
What's
window
going
or
on?
something?
Yeah, there was a window on the back right, I guess you could say. And that was what again? That was where Le Miroir was, right? That's where
Yeah.
she heard the
That's
voice.
where I was. Yeah. Hmm.
Damn.
This is
It's so-
Is it like the lyric? He doesn't speak the language. He couldn't have heard it. I don't know. I'm so confused.
How can we prove that the killer could see? Okay.
Hmm. That's tough,
Shit.
honestly, though.
That's a good question.
Okay, you want me to tell you?
No. Give us a little bit.
That's a hint?
Give us
A little bit?
Give us a hint.
Yeah, can we have a
maybe.
hint instead of like a full?
That way we can feel kind of accomplished.
Hmm.
Okay,
Why
so
else?
let's look at the
It's like-
brooch, maybe?
Is it the brush?
We know that this belongs to Le Miroir, and she just left it in there because she poked her head in and immediately stepped back out. And then, as Emma was coming back, she jumped into the other dressing room, so that Emma missed her entirely.
What about those keys? I don't know. Those keys wouldn't do anything, honestly. You know what?
Oh,
Why
because
would-
if he stole the keys, he would have had to know that they're heart shaped. I guess.
You get closer.
Hmm.
That is the hit. You are getting closer.
Because
But you
why
could
would
have
Mr.
touched it and
Latouche
figured
have...
it out.
What? Why were those keys in that room though? You know.
So, okay, what is something that only in this room, in this crime scene, that only a person with sight could know, that the killer had to know? Where the vent was? No, because they already proved that he knew where it was, because it's behind the step, under the step
I
ladder.
like the
Keep,
keys,
keep
but I
going
don't
along
know
that,
why.
that train of thought with the key ring as well. The key
Oh,
ring
he would
was
have had to
found-
unlock the key.
The key ring
the
was found in
window?
his hand, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Why did he have it though?
That's a really good question, but the killer did not remove the key ring because he did not know that
No,
the
he-
key ring was there, right?
No, I wonder if Mr. Latouche was hiding it from him so he didn't see it though. I don't know. I'm just throwing possibilities out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he clenched it really hard before he died to hide it. And
Can I go over to the right real quick?
Want to check out the diagram? Oh god, lag.
there was a reason why he did that, just to do something. I don't know.
What's the key to the key here? There's a key to this key. What's the key?
The files are in the computer.
I'm rather less trying to draw attention to the key ring, but rather to hands.
You telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
His hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like he would have had to know where to put the key ring. So I don't know.
You can feel. You know what hands feel like. I think maybe
Everybody
dead
knows what
cold
these
hands.
feels like.
Well,
Mhm.
it's probably. It's probably the key. I just don't know how or why. and
The
that
way
irks
his
me.
hands were positioned or something, how he was when he was like clenching him as he died. Both of them were the same kind of. Let me look at the picture again.
Oh, he
Well, actually, the one
erased.
was. Well,
He
erased
erased
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe if he wrote
How-
Machi, somebody would have had to erase it.
If
looks
you
like
were
it's been
blind, how would you
smeared.
know that he's writing something?
That's the thing. Yeah, maybe that's it. Okay.
Because after all, what was the question again? How can you? Is there any evidence to prove that the killer could see? Right, that that the
Yeah.
killer was not blind.
Oh, that the killer, not that it was like Machi who's not blind. It's the killer. Okay, I misunderstood what was being asked.
It's the crime photo here because of the dying message.
Yeah,
right?
it is because
Yeah,
it is
Like,
because
he
the
wrote
killer
something.
erased it.
So the killer could get away with whatever.
Siri
it is.
over
But
here.
I
on
thought
the
I don't know.
fucking
I sorry. I just
broadband.
assumed that he
I
smudged it with his hand by
misunderstood. I
accident.
misunderstood what was being asked. I thought we are trying to prove that Machi is not blind, not that the killer. Anyway.
Machi is blind.
Okay.
Machi,
I thought this was one of those. I thought we're trying to prove. Okay, I get it. Never mind. I get it now, y'all.
well, I'm just dumb. I didn't
It's okay. Am I
misunderstand
still wrong?
it.
It's been a while since I last played
Good.
this.
But it's got to do with that body, though. You know how it was like he was. I don't know.
I know it's
And
very interesting, isn't it?
And that
Still in both in
message.
prison. Call it a day.
And that message is just like basically erased out. Too. It's like they tried to erase it, like the killer tried to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But that's what I've been pulling from it. So I don't know if that's anything to do with anything at all, though. But
I didn't think of the possibility that the killer could erase it. I thought it was just smudged because he was writing it while dying. But
Right.
maybe, yeah.
That penmanship, man, what a fucking joke.
okay, let's keep
Very,
going.
he
Let's keep
he
going.
wrote it in Borginian.
Now we're making fun of the poor guy's handwriting. He's dead.
Oh, Mr. Medus.
Okay,
Cannot
I think
defend
we're
himself.
ready.
Okay. Siri, I think this
I
is your
think we
line.
know. Okay, fine. I accept the prosecution's challenge.
Yes, I knew you would, hair forehead.
What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it.
The defense will please present their evidence. That seems wrong. Evidence that overturns the prosecutor's claim that the shooter couldn't see.
So it's this.
Has to be, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
I guess.
Maybe.
If it's wrong, Reggie.
No, we just get a hit. That's about it. And now I'm all like, oops. I was wrong.
I think it's right though. Probably because maybe. I don't know, man.
Seems right to me. This is that evidence. Oh, the music's playing. We're good.
the photograph of the crime scene.
I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There is something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point.
Then perhaps you best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Sir.
I want him to put his fingers.
Very
to good
well.
use.
Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice.
The contradiction.
This, right?
Yeah.
It's not this, but this.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's his face.
Oh, his face? Okay.
No.
Go up his nose.
His big old nose.
The contradiction is right here.
Liar.
The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision.
Oh wait, let me unplug.
Get your
Oh my
vision checked out.
But it really was blurry. Who knew? This way, the victim's hand is raised above his head. Much like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
Oh,
We need to get this judge in the Supreme Court.
Right? It's almost as if he wrote
Can't be
something.
worse.
Honestly.
I get it. At least I think I get it. I don't know.
get what, Fräulein?
When Mr. Latouche was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me.
Don't you mansplain me.
Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
Those seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. Certainly a logical conclusion.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if
Stranger
I were a
danger.
killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I.
No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accepts this. You agree that this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer. And that the killer tried to rub the name out?
What's your point?
What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latouche was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was,
And y'all thought I was dumb.
But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind.
Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tabaye, he couldn't have been the shooter because he was blind.
Small.
Too loud. Oh, good lord! It just kept
Oh, that was
going. It
bad.
didn't stop. It didn't stop for him.
Jesus, please explain to me what all this means. Okay, I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now,
It seems I owe the court an apology. The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner.
I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
I've got an idea. Let's rock! With these documents. But before that, I have a question for the Fräulein detective. If I may.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Maki Tobaye is blind?
Huh?
I call it Maki again.
What did he say?
What are you saying?
It seems like he has a taste
Of course he's blind.
Oh, we are trying to prove it. Okay.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lemirwall lead him around by hand all the time?
No way.
I have a report here on the defendant Machi Tobaye. According to this, Machi Tobaye can see perfectly well.
What?
His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
But you said...
What did I say exactly?
Uh-
Herr Forehead, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fräulein Detective.
But that's...
A significant fact, yes. Consider, Machi Tobaye sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this.
You sneaky bitch.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Herr Forehead neatly explained those for us. He did miss because he couldn't see. It was a kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words.
You bastard. Back.
How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. What did we lose? Oh, I think it was Nox.
Nobody contributing.
That's right.
Damn. Damn.
It's not wrong.
Okay.
Here. Do the roar.
Oh.
This is where the real fun begins, Herr
Yeah.
Forehead.
Oh, the gasp
Okay.
from the audience.
I knew you didn't have what it took.
You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief?
Yeah, apologize.
Sorry.
That's no way to apologize.
Anger Trucy now. Look out.
Ahem. If we could please end the bickering. Now!
Whatever. I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this.
Yes, you fucking can.
I'll come up with some clue to solving this case, even if it kills me.
Good. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Say that.
Ah,
Haha, what?
this blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
That seems to be what happened, yes.
We might be able to find out what was really written here.
Really? You can do that?
That's right. With this,
Soap?
it's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Ah, yes. We have done those. Have we done those tests yet?
Ha! As if I'm going to tell you.
The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now.
Right, go for it, Apollo.
Wait, we can luminol test the picture. What?
Well,
It's a piece of carpet. It's a piece of carpet.
Oh, they just cut it out.
Just go
Okay.
with it. Just go with it. There's like stuff
You
that
just took a
happens
whole-
like in the
okay,
court
okay.
record, other things that don't
Okay.
happen in the court
Huh?
record.
I have to do the test.
you just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
Yeah, that's all you have to do in real life too, apparently.
I practice magic, and even I know this is bullshit.
A
I make
chemical that
guitars
reacts to
on fire.
blood? I've heard of this somewhere. Oh, you're so
Yes,
dumb.
I believe in Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Fight.
How are you fit to be a judge?
Right, ready? It's easy as
I've got
pie.
blackmail on every single motherfucker out there.
Just press X to spray an area.
I've got 10
Here, give it a try.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me.
Oh, your hand's shaking.
Let's do this.
Oh.
What?
What the hell?
It's the Wi-Fi
What the-
password.
Wow.
Holy shit, it is!
really was.
This must be the power of science.
It says IPXX314206. Is that the killer's name?
Maybe it is. The killer's a robot.
Aha! I have it!
So, what is it?
I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number.
Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency?
Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number?
Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that?
Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on.
Eh? Eh?
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Go talk to yourself. It'll be fine.
Nah, fuck me.
Darian, you heard what we need. Go check into this Interpol ID number.
Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27.
Swoop, and there he goes.
I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet if his number really is that of an Interpol agent,
Oh, wait, I know. What if Maki Tabaye is really an undercover Interpol agent?
That would be a possibility.
a possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
I didn't know this was the Olympics because we're jumping to conclusions.
Why did Latouche know that an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobaye.
What are you talking about?
Fraulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi Tabaye pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Air Forehead?
Huh? Me?
Machitobae pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know?
Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time.
Something wrong. Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
Somebody wake up the judge.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Machitobae pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now?
It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? Show evidence.
Show evidence.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's look at our evidence. Oh no, we only have 4 minutes.
Go home.
Show evidence?
Go broke.
I haven't a clue?
Having
What
a clue?
evidence do we have?
Show evidence. Show evidence. Show evidence.
What
I'm
evidence?
so confident in this.
What evidence, though?
All right,
Just
all
show
right.
evidence.
Let's straight
What's
cook.
the
Let's straight
evidence,
cook. Let's straight
Show
cook.
evidence.
You want to show evidence
Yeah,
to
Let's straight cook.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I
Just
want to let
try
straight
Alright,
cook.
let's do it.
He's in the kitchen right now. He's cooking. Let's straight cook.
Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means... No, it couldn't be.
Good show, Herr Forehead. It seems you thought of something.
Ugh, why can't I figure these things out on my own? I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well, look at this. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see.
Go over.
All right, Stray. This is your moment.
Go over. Go over. Go over. That.
This one?
Yes.
Why this?
Wait.
Fucking pull it up and review it.
Uh-huh.
Fucking. I'm just fucking presenting.
What?
Have faith.
What?
He wants to be around. He
What?
wants to be around her. Think about it. He gets to hold her hand fucking constantly. This is simp behavior.
Oh my god.
my fucking
Wow.
Stray, I let you cook and you burnt the food, bro. You burnt
Present
it.
it. I have faith. It's okay. We lose one thing if we're wrong. Simp behavior.
But this
From one
this isn't
simp
an
to another.
argument.
From one simp to another. I fucking know the trends. Present it.
Like, stop.
That is Lover
He was right.
Lover and Machi Tabata.
Thank you, Apollo.
And Machi Tabaye. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lemuel and her pianist. They would always walk together. She leading him by the hand. Even when they got on the stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind. She never led him at all. She led him at all times, never letting him go.
All times.
30 seconds
Yet,
left.
we have just learned something that makes the arrangement peculiar indeed, and we will find out next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
How mad are you?
Bye.
So mad.
okay.
Good night, everyone.